All right, welcome back. This next section, we are going to carry out descriptive statistics. So descriptive statistics would help us to understand what is going on with this data in terms of how the respondents are responding, how many respondents do we have, and what are they really, who is saying that they agree, they disagree, they strongly disagree, or they disagree to, or strongly agree to each of the items. And we will start off with two descriptive statistics. The first is frequency and percentage. So frequency count always goes hand in hand with percentage. So to be able to do that, we make sure that we are in data view, all right? So you must be in this view. Now to carry out simple percentage and frequency count, you go to analyze, go to descriptive statistics, go to frequency. Now let us start with the demographic information, gender. So double click here, double click here, double click here. So I want to find out what is the percentage of male and female, what is the percentage of male and female teachers, what is the percentage of teachers in terms of the school they come from, what is percentage in terms of their qualification. So I put them into my variable box. I go to the statistics. So I can tick whatever I want to tick there, but I don't want to tick, I don't want any other thing than what I have ticked here. Maybe I can go to charts and then I want my histogram and I want it to show me a normal curve. All right. So I click on OK. And then you will notice that it's running frequency. You can see showing here at the bottom, running the calculation. The good thing with SPSS is that it does the background work for you. So all you need to do is to know what you need to click. Now looking at this, that's giving me my information. So my statistics, for gender we have 10, for school type we have 10, for qualification we have 10. For frequency table, you can see the male, there are 5 males, there are 5 females. In terms of percentage, they are shared 50-50%. And for school type, we have private school, we have 4 teachers from private, we have, out of the 10 teachers, 4 are from private school, and out of the 10 teachers, 6 are from public school. You can see the percentage count, 40 and 60. And then finally, we have bachelor's, 5 teachers have qualification, 3 have master's, and 2 have PhD. And I'm looking at our histogram. For gender, there is a mean of 1.50, standard deviation of 0.527. But we'll come to this in the next section. But you can see that for male and female, we have equal bars for it. And then for school type, you can see that the public school, we have more teachers. So the big bar for, we have more teachers in public school than in private school. And then for qualification, we can see that bachelor's ranks highest, followed by masters and then PhD. So this is how we can carry out frequency and percentage. Now the next thing we want to check is standard deviation. Now let's focus on frequency and the frequency count and the percentage. So go to descriptives. We've only done for gender and school type. Now we click on research. We want to find out the response in terms of the job satisfaction questionnaire. So we click on all the individual responses. Go here. So I don't need charts. So I click on OK. So we can see that It has provided me with the responses for each of those questions. Now, frequency table. For the first question, I am generally satisfied with my current job. You can see that the highest rating here is for agree. So a majority of the teachers agree to that question. All right. In the next question, the work I do is interesting and meaningful to me. You can see that no teacher strongly agreed. There's a joint collective response on disagree and agree on this particular question. And then the next one, I satisfied with my salary and benefits compared to my work. You can see that no teacher strongly agreed as well, and so on and so forth. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to carry out the mean and standard deviation calculation. So it's still under the same analyze, descriptive statistics, and then we go to descriptive, and then we are going to go to options. Now, let's go back to what I've done. Go to analyze, descriptive statistics, descriptives, and then I'm going to move. Now, I just want to move everything into my variable box, except the variables I created. So I go here, click on options, mean and standard deviation must be ticked. I don't necessarily need minimum and maximum. All right, so I click on continue and okay. So it provides me the mean rating of the responses. You can see that for gender, there's a mean response of 1.5. And usually we use a threshold of 2.5 to accept. All right, so you can see that gender skill type qualification doesn't meet up with that benchmark. And then for the questions, so this is the first question is accepted because it is greater than the 2.5 threshold. So this is 2.8. Next question, the work I do is interesting and meaningful to me. So there's a general dissatisfaction. Or the next question, I am satisfied with my salary and benefits compared to my work. Generally dissatisfied. There's a general disagreement. And then the next one, I have opportunities for career growth and professional development in this organization. There is a general agreement on that because 3.0 is better than our threshold of 2.5. And then for this one, it barely reached the 2.5 threshold. My supervisor provided adequate support and feedback. So it's 2.5. And then the next one, I have good working relationships with my colleagues. It's generally accepted. Then for this one, the next one, the physical work environment and resources I need are adequate to do my job well. It slightly misses the threshold. And then the next one, my contributions and efforts are recognized and appreciated by the organization. So it's generally agree to it. And then finally, I feel secure about my future in the organization. It is generally not accepted. So this is how we carry out descriptive statistics. It has to do with, first of all, percentage, frequency count and percentage. And then we've looked at mean and standard deviation. So thank you.